Hey everyone, Todd here, and welcome back to Right Brain Gambling. This is going to be the second part of my tutorials on beginner's luck. Well, the first episode of beginner's luck I feel wasn't enough. It didn't really do the concept justice because I was only playing with play money, and I feel that in order for beginner's luck to really work, you have to be putting something on the line. And that's why this time I'm going to be playing with real money. I was also inspired last night, too, after I made the first episode, because I went and watched the movie Rounders with Matt Damon, and it's probably the fifth time I've seen it, but it really just knocked me off my feet again. I can't lay enough praises on that movie because it's just filled with poker wisdom. It's filled with all kinds of great advice about gambling, and it's just a really good movie. And in fact, I watched two movies last night. After that, I watched another one of my favorite movies is High Roller, the Stu Unger story. I would highly recommend that too. It's got a guy from The Sopranos in it. It gives a great performance, filled with all sorts of excellent one-liners and sayings and advice on gambling. So, with Stewie Unger in mind and Matt Damon and all the great poker stars, I'm going to dive right into this Mississippi stud game for just the second time in my life, and I'm going to show you how beginner's luck really works. Okay, I bet $5 minimum. Here we are. Now, one of the things I learned, that I learned from Rounders is sometimes you have to lay down a big hand, and you don't need to play every hand. And one of the things that happens in that movie is he's playing John Malkovich, and he's got a big hand, and he has to fold it. And see, sometimes you fold it, and it works out in your advantage. He had the ace, there was no hand here. So there's something I missed last night, that you don't have to play every hand. Oh, look, exact same hand, and I will fold that too, just like he did in the movie. And there it goes. All right, so now I feel like, see, look, we've got a pair. This is a very good position to be in because if we get three of a kind or two pair, well, we didn't, all right, we didn't do it that time, but I'm saying that, another lesson thing you need to know about poker is sometimes you have to put everything on the line, in order to really get paid off. And look, we hit our sevens, so... And look at that. There's our two pairs. We are already up $40. This is really what I'm talking about with beginner's luck. See, I really don't even know much about this game that I'm playing. But look at me. I'm doing pretty well. And bump it up a bit, go 15. See, I'll fold that. And it was a good fold. All you need to know is just a little bit about poker, it seems, and it's a self-explanatory thing. And you just kind of ride out the luck as soon as it starts coming. Well, it hasn't come in full force yet. I'm going to keep betting my 10. Ooh, look at that hand. See, that's what is 8 now. That's what people consider a monster hand, and it just paid back in full. See that? I'm up $45. What a relaxing game this is, and that's why I have kind of the casino-ish lounge music going on. That's what I like to do at home when I'm playing alone. It just relaxes me to just sit, and I can sit back with a few drinks, maybe I've got my vodka tonic here, and oh look, aces, and I can just really sit back and relax. Look at me, I'm $255 up. This is the way that beginner's luck really works, and anybody who doubts it, just forward them this video. I'm going to do a few more hands to really illustrate how this works. $50 bet. I will fold the $50 bet. See, well, I would have made aces, but there was no way that I could have made aces. And like in the last scene in Rounders, I think Matt Damon had two pair, and he actually folded it because... And look, there's my king. He folded it because he knew that the other guy had a better hand. So, okay, I'm up $280. This is a point where I really can start bumping it up. King 8. There's my kings. I mean, how could I have known that a king would have come out? I didn't, but I have a feeling because I really don't know this game. And sometimes that's how this works, is that, you know, it's better to not know anything about the game you're playing. It's like Doyle Brunson said, you know, sometimes you can flush your strategy down the toilet. And I feel like there really is no need to have a strategy when you're a beginner. You know, you can just sit back and relax with your music and your drink and have a good time. And there's my jacks again. See, this is what and I hope that you can learn something from this and really prove the skeptics wrong, because skepticism is not something that you need anywhere near you when you're in a casino or when you're gambling. And even in that Stewie Younger movie, his wife is constantly badgering him about, you know, Stu, why are you always gambling? You know, why are you losing all this money? Which is something probably that any gambler can identify with, you know, anyone, especially who's had a wife, because it's just, sometimes you don't need that negative energy. And my ex-wife used to always talk about how she doesn't agree with the way that I spend my money, but I told her, you know, it's really none of your business what I do with my own money. And that's part of what, oh, look at this, aces. Now I can bet the 3 times. And that's really what it's all about, you know. It's having the courage to stand up for yourself. And, you know, it's like at the end of Rounders, Matt Damon has to walk away from, you know, everything. I think he walks away from a very important job that he might have had to go and, you know, gamble and play poker for a living. Here's a push. I mean, it's just so, it's really satisfying when you do make those big hits, you know. It really, that's when it really gets to be all worth it. And you can, all the doubters and haters, look at that, 3 of a kind. This is what you show to the doubters and haters. You know, this is what you rub in their face. 3 queens. You know, you can. That's where the phrase "read 'em and weep" came from, because you can show this video to the people who don't really know or don't understand what it's all about. And it's about, you know, loving something and loving the game and being who you were meant to be. So I hope that this kind of rectifies and shows you really what's going on. I've made $705 in 8 minutes through the result of beginner's luck, and I'm going to leave you at that. I think that's a good spot to leave it off, and you can show this to your doubter friends, and you can tell them to read them and weep. Alright? So I'll see you next time on Right Brain Gambling, and happy gambling, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.